It's the Ken Bailey Show, where we're talking the walk and featuring Mikey the Mime. Brought to you by BelieverArtistMarketplace.com, helping you discover your gifts. And now, here's Ken and Mikey.
Hey, thanks, guys. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. It is the Ken Bailey Show with Mikey the Mime. And I want to start off the show by reminding you that Mikey is the only classically trained mime on radio. And we're so pleased to have him. How you doing, Mikey? Why is your left hand bandaged? Oh my gosh. We may get into Mikey's accident a little later in the show, but for now, we'll just tell you to stay tuned for that story. Speaking of stories, we're so excited today to be broadcasting from our new studio, and it's on the second story. So we're moving on up, I guess, a little bit closer to God than we were yesterday, which is kind of our plan. And the lighting's on. We're letting our lights shine here, and we're hoping to be a great resource for other believer artists to let their lights shine. So from show to show, we'll have folks on that are in different disciplines. Some you may know, some you may not know. Some you may get introduced to, which is part of the fun. We're going to start the show off today, though, with another unique feature on our show. Is we have a news team here on the Ken Bailey Show, Walter and Cronkite. And Walter and Cronkite are the only ventriloquist and dummy that are currently doing news that we've been able to discover on the radio. And their segment is...
And now from the Laughter is Good Medicine cabinet, topical ointment.
Oh, wait. Ooh. Hey, Mikey. Mikey is not only our co-host and talent, but he's also our sound engineer. And sometimes we agree on some of his content production, and sometimes it's just not what I would have chosen. But anyway, let's bring up the guys. Here's Topical Ointment with Walter and Cronkite.
I'm Walter, and this is Topical Ointment, news that soothes.
Thanks, Walter. Now here's our first story. Florida man steals $100,000 worth of goldfish in bizarre crime spree.
The man, who has not been identified, is accused of entering the pet store and putting 100 goldfish in his backpack. He then fled the store without paying for the fish.
The man's bizarre crime spree has left police baffled. They are not sure why he stole the goldfish or what he plans to do with them.
The man is currently being held in jail on $100,000 bail. He is facing charges of grand theft and burglary.
The man's arrest has sparked a debate on social media about the ethics of keeping goldfish as pets. Some people believe that goldfish are too small and delicate to be kept in captivity, while others argue that they can make good pets with the right care.
And that's all the news we have for today.
Thanks for listening to Topical Ointment. I'm Cronkite.
And I'm Walter. Back to the Ken Bailey Show.
Hey, thanks, guys. It's I wonder if you could tell which one was the dummy. Anyway, we'll be talking about that. Eventually, we're going to be able to, you'll be able to call into the show and ask us questions. Really serious, involved questions like whether it's Walter or Cronkite's that's the ventriloquist dummy. But we're going to keep that a secret for a while here on the show. We got to have some kind of mystique, and we work on doing that. We're also going to have a little later, we're going to share a segment of a book that made a big difference in my life when I wrote iFlux Sunday School. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about the story about how that came about and what the results of it were, getting to produce it as an audio book, making it into a feature film that was, it's still, every once in a while you'll see it pop up on cable somewhere. And we're just real proud of that. And we look forward to telling you that story of how iFlux Sunday School came to be in all of its different iterations and what's happening with it today, which we also think is interesting. So we're gonna shut it down for now, and we'll get back with you with a real show. This was just kind of a test to see how all of our equipment's working, if it's working, if I'm working, and we'll come back and tell you about Mikey's accident. It was a close call for Mikey with his and his left hand is so. I don't know how much you know about mimes and their and how they work, but the left hand is a very integral part of the mechanics of how he does his job, and so we're a little concerned about that. But till then, this is Ken Bailey and Mikey, and for Walter and Cronkite, our news team, we want to remind you to let your light so shine that folks, audiences everywhere will see your good works, and most importantly, that our God in heaven is honored. Take care, guys.